It's time for another update on the new CNC Table project. Today I'll be going over some of my activities of the Z-axis and tool carriage. Hello and welcome back. It's time for another update on the new CNC Table project. I've been busy trying out a lot of different things with the tool holder. I did a lot of tests with the table itself. The X and the Y axis are working perfectly. The end switches here and back there are working perfectly. Movement in itself is great. Speed is also pretty good. It does have a lot of force, so I'm pretty confident that I can do some small milling with this. But my biggest problem right now is making a Z-axis and a tool holder. As I showed before, I have these parts which actually slide on here, and they interlock at several in several places, and you can tighten them down with a single screw, and they're on perfect. So I went ahead and I started doing some very simple holders for a Z-axis to hold two rods in here, so I can have a tool mount that can go up and down with the Z-axis movement that can take a lot of force. And also this here just slides on. And these parts have been quite complicated because I need to have them interlock in several places. So when they're put together, they just form something that can take a lot of stress. But that's where things get complicated. Because with 3D printing, you always have the problem that you have different losses and different ways the material extends in X, Y, and Z direction. And I've been running into a lot of problems with this, and namely because the tool holder that actually is supposed to be in here and then move up and down has a different rate of shrinkage than these parts here, because they are printed from top to bottom, and this one is printed laying down. Now what happens is, because the lower part here is open to save space and to make everything more compact, this is basically one of those impossible prints. It's impossible to get right, because the material actually shrinks in Z direction, but is held down on the table in the Y direction. And this means that this part shrinks different than that part, and when you put it together, none of the linear bearings actually fit. So I did a few tries, and I actually ran out of filament, and now I'm up to black filament for the next few parts. And I printed this part here, and you can already see that I've got the rods mounted. I have linear bearings in here. This is not perfect, but it's a lot better than I had before. There's a threaded rod in here that will make the Z-axis go up and down. I might actually try and make another version of this that will be pulled up and down by a servo. But I don't know which one I'm going to do first, threaded rod and stepper or servo. No idea yet. But also on this part, the inserts down here for the nut that goes on the threaded rod isn't there yet. This part here needs to be shortened. These parts here on the side will also need to be shortened. It's all basically work in progress, but I wanted to report it because this has taken an awful lot of time, but I'm really happy because if you slide it on, it still fits absolutely perfectly. I have a screw coming back from the back here, and it all fits 100%, so I'm really happy with that. But it's just simply not moving yet. It can't do anything. So that's where I'm at right now. And by the way, tomorrow will be Christmas. And to all my viewers, best Christmas wishes. To those of you who celebrate Christmas. To those who don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a nice weekend with all of us off the streets. It might take a while until I get to continue with this or give you the next update, but I wanted to keep you posted. I'm still working on this. I haven't stopped yet. Somebody actually sent me a very nice email and asked if I stopped working on it and if he could have all that I've done up to now. No, I'm still on this, and I'm going to continue this. And my next steps are going to be shortening these rods, making another holder up here, figuring out if I can actually put a stepper right on top of this. That's going to be some work, and I hope that I can continue during the holiday season, and everything looks very promising right now. So I just wanted to give this update. I hope that you all have a good night. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.